I'm 16, and somewhere along the way, I stopped being a kid and became backup parent number 3. They call it a vacation, but vacations don't feel like sleeping on the floor, so I can make room for my stepbrother. Vacations don't feel like being told to stop complaining while I watch another man hold my spot in my own family. They said I should be grateful, but if this is what grateful looks like, then maybe I'm done being the quiet one. This is Drama Docket. Let's unpack this. I live in a blended family, and trust me, blended is just a pretty word adults use so they don't have to say, "You come second now." My dad died when I was young. My mom remarried. My stepdad brought 2 kids from his past life, and my mom brought me. And just like that, their family became our family. Except I never got to vote on that. At home, I share a room with Jaden. He's 12. He has developmental delays. Sometimes he screams at night. Sometimes he crawls into my bed because he's scared. Sometimes I wake up exhausted because I spent the night being a therapist, emotional support animal, and big brother all at once. And still, every time I say I need my own space, they say, "We know you're frustrated, but Jaden needs you." No, what Jaden needs is a parent, but it's easier to hand him to me because I don't fight back. We can't afford real vacations. My mom says all our money goes to Jaden's therapy. Fair, I get it. This year, they finally announced, "We're going away. You'll get your own bed, your own space." For the first time in a long time, I felt something like excitement. We packed, we drove, and when we got there, 1 queen bed, 1 pull-out couch, and a look from my mom that said, "You already know where you're sleeping." So yeah, I slept on the floor, in a room that wasn't mine, to make him feel comfortable. They called it a vacation. To me, it felt like I just moved my caretaker duties to a different zip code. Let me explain something people don't get. You don't need to be hit to feel tired. You just need to be ignored long enough. By day 2, I already knew this vacation wasn't for me. Every night, Jaden would cry if I didn't sleep near him, and every time I asked if I could switch beds even one night, my mom would say, "Please, just try to understand him. He needs you." I'm 16. When exactly do I get to need someone? On day 4, I said, "I want to go home. This doesn't feel like a vacation." And my stepdad looked at me like I'd just insulted his entire existence. He said, "Most kids would be grateful for this. You're acting like you're suffering." I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just went quiet. Because what do you say to someone who decided you're ungrateful because you wanted a bed? My relatives asked how the trip was. I lied because that's what trained kids do. I said, "Yeah, it was fine." Meanwhile, my mom posted photos of us smiling, or rather, photos of them smiling while I held the camera. People commented, "So glad you're making memories." Yeah, funny how you're always invisible in other people's perfect moments. Later, my grandparents asked, "Did you have fun? Did you rest? Did you get time to yourself?" And this time, I told them the truth. No shouting, no dramatics, just I slept on the floor, and I felt more like staff than family. Quiet. Honest. Deadly. My mom? Immediately defensive. She said, "You're being dramatic. You did have a vacation. You got to leave the house." Leave the house? Prisoners get to leave their cells too. Doesn't make it freedom. My stepdad said, "At least you weren't at school. Be grateful." So that's my role now. Be grateful. I wasn't at school. Not loved, not rested, not seen. Grateful. When we came back, I didn't plan to talk about it, because in families like mine, you learn early that your comfort is a luxury nobody wants to budget for. But then, my grandma asked me, "Did you sleep well?" I could have lied, but lying felt like protecting the people who never once protected me. So I said, "No, I slept on the floor so Jaden could have the bed, and they called it a vacation." And the room went quiet, like I just said something illegal. My mom immediately jumped in. "It wasn't like that. He's exaggerating." Exaggerating. That word people use when your truth makes them uncomfortable. But my grandparents didn't buy it. My aunt looked straight at me and asked, "Do you always give up your bed for him?" I didn't answer, because silence is sometimes the loudest confession. Suddenly, everyone had opinions. My mom's parents said, "Why is he being forced to act like a guardian at 16? My dad's family said, "If you can't protect his space, he can stay with us instead." And that was the moment my mom changed tone. Because it was never about understanding me. It was about control. That night, my mom came to my room and said, "You made us look bad. This was a vacation. You did rest. Stop acting like a victim." Victim. Amazing. Carry your brother, give up your room, sleep on the floor, don't complain, smile in the photos, and if you ever tell the truth, you're dramatic, ungrateful, a victim. I didn't scream. I just stared at her and said, "If this is what family looks like, then maybe I don't belong in this one." And I meant it. Here's something I learned. The quiet kid isn't peaceful. He's just calculating if speaking is worth the punishment. And now, I'm done being quiet. I won't scream. I won't fight. I'll do something that scares them more. I'll start choosing myself. So let me ask you, if your family uses your patience as free labor, does walking away make you ungrateful? Or finally free? This is Drama Docket. Pen closed, but the verdict? That's on you.